So we'll see if Robbie Parker, I assume he's going to come out to the microphones now and make a statement. Looks like the family is there, and they're getting ready to come to the microphone. So we'll listen to them.
Okay. My name's Robbie Parker. My family is one of the families that lost a child yesterday in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shootings here in Connecticut. I've been contacted by so many people and agencies wanting to know how we're doing, and I just thought that this might be the best way to share those feelings with everybody. I'm not mad, because I have my agency to make sure that I use this event to do what I can.
Crisis cast. In a crisis, revert to training. Selling the service of Christless Actors. Let's go through this website a little bit and take a look. Crisis cast, award-winning role play actors and filmmakers, specially trained in disaster and crisis management. So this is very real. We dramatize events for emerging security needs in the UK, Middle East, and worldwide. Our specialist role-play actors, many with security clearance, are trained by behavioral psychologists and rigorously rehearse in criminal and victim behavior to help police, the Army, and the emergency services, hospitals, schools, local authorities, government, private security firms, shopping centers, airports, big business, criminal justice departments, media, and the military.
Country Western concert, and you were right near the front. Corinne, what just started happening?
They started shooting, and everyone stayed down. And as soon as everyone started to get up to run, they just kept shooting, and it's like literally like 5 minutes of just shooting, and people just kept dropping. And it's definitely someone on the ground. Definitely, most definitely. The way they herded the crowd and all of us, and then they kept coming. They even came into the back staff parking lot and shot people out there too. So they just kept coming, and I hope they get them.
On the next Dr. Phil, do you know a narcissist?
My world revolves around me completely. That whole thing was a mischaracterization. You made me look horrible.
Is this a mischaracterization of her?
No.
Charles Jaco, CNN, reporting live from Saudi Arabia. Oh, I love this country so much.
You guys just don't have a clue.
Now, when you detect this, you can tell it's been launched. Thank you. Boy, did I almost look stupid.
If you are able to take a question, did you think that the possible threat would be over because it is now morning there? It's what, just after 6 o'clock in the morning?
The whole thing is everyone assumed that the threat would be over because it was early morning. But the thing about Saddam Hussein is that he has never done the expected, and right now we have... All right, we are now led to understand that there are also firings in another city in Saudi Arabia. CNN's Carl Rochelle is here with me, just came up. Carl, I know we can't be very specific given these restrictions, but within those parameters, what did you see?
Well, what I saw, I didn't see anything hit. I looked almost straight above us. There's a vapor trail coming from my right to my left, and there's a cloud of something. It looks like it might have been an explosion, a cloud. The white side. He's putting on the gas mask. There hasn't been any gas dropped here that we can tell. You may smell some of the fumes from a missile exhaust going off. This is using rocket and coordinate.
In their 20s get a vaccine. Just honestly get a vaccine. I put it off for no real reason other than probably laziness. I thought if I got it I'd just have a cough. I saw my housemates around me get it as well, and they were all pretty much brushing it off. And just to think if I got the vaccine I probably wouldn't be in this mess. So yeah, get the vaccine.
That message was from Henry Dine, a COVID patient at King's College Hospital, ending that report by our health editor, Hugh Pym. We'll speak to Hugh.
What's his name?
Henry Dine.
Henry Dine? Just have a look, put it into Google. Oh, Henry G.H. Dine. What could he be? Let's have a look. Oh, award-winning crisis actor, Henry Dine. What a man. There he is there.
What you got?
It's almost like he's been paid to pretend he's got COVID and he's on the telly. Well, shiver me timbers.
Are you having a bag on me?
No, not at all. What a scumbag.
Does it say at the bottom this is only an acting?
No.
Stay up long, guys, but the NHS are scouting for people to be involved in a patient hospital NHS shoot. I didn't think I was going to say them words, but it's true. A talent agency called Talent Talks are looking for people aged 18 to 80 to be hospital patients Friday the 24th of September. Oh my goodness. They are paying £120 a day, 1 hour lunch. Guys, anybody heard the term crisis actors before? That's what they will be. They will be taking pictures in hospital beds, pretending they are dying from COVID, so that the NHS and all the mainstream media can go, we're at full capacity.
And this is for them.
It's had a really huge impact on your family. You're not able to look after your kids at the moment.
I haven't been working, I'm a single mum. It's not easy.
Hello, I'm Paul Barry. Welcome to Media Watch. And that was single mum Ramona, one of 700 COVID patients hospitalised in Australia at the end of last month, who, along with 2 others in Sydney's Concord Hospital, was keen to warn people of the dangers of COVID by sharing heartbreaking stories about their illness from their hospital beds. Footage of those patients, identified only by their first names, was recorded by Dr. Lucy Morgan and released by New South Wales Health and made it onto all the major networks. But soon, people on social media were wondering if the New South Wales Health video was actually a fake. And among the sceptics was former One Nation Senator Rod Cullerton, whose post received thousands of likes, and another former Senator, David Lionhelm. And one intrepid TikToker who went digging was able to reveal...
I found all 3 actors. Now, how can this be coincidental?
Yes, all 3, including Ramona, were supposedly paid crisis actors who did not have COVID at all. And another internet sleuth then set out to prove it, ringing Concord Hospital to show that Ramona Corey was not a patient there.
Hello, is this Concord Hospital?
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, it's John Curry. I'm just looking for my wife.
Patient?
Ramona Curry.
I just can't see anyone with that surname.
Well, bingo. That video, which TikTok only removed today, had nearly 800,000 views.
BBC. Propaganda BBC News. This was put out yesterday. COVID younger adults still at risk of serious organ damage study. And the first thing we see is a photograph of this fella, Paul Godfrey. It says here, Paul Godfrey suffered lung damage after contracting COVID aged 31. The article progresses and it then speaks to this Paul Godfrey. It says Paul Godfrey from Frinton in Essex developed COVID in March 2020 after suffering what he thought was a chest infection. There he is, a selfie from the hospital bed. He has an actor's page. He is an actor. So that is a little bit suspicious. Here he is, Paul Godfrey on Mandy acting site. He also has an Instagram page here, which there's no mention of him being in hospital. For someone who courts publicity and had a photo of himself in the hospital bed, he didn't post that on Instagram. And here he is back in 2017 in the Sun newspaper talking to Towie Star. It also turns out he has appeared in Celebs Go Dating. Here he is in a photograph from that. So strangely enough, this guy, who is an actor, who has appeared on TV shows, this detail, it's not mentioned in the BBC article anywhere. There's no mention of that.
Luca Francisi pleaded with authorities in Italy to collect his sister's body after she died of coronavirus in her home. So here he is, next to a dead infectious body, Luca Francisi, Italian actor. It's all actors involved in this. Sky World News. Sky News 2020. TV series, episode dated March 2020. Himself actor. He's known for acting in a Sky World News program.
If anyone is thinking, taking any chances, just take a look at me. I'm in the intensive care unit. I can't breathe without this. I'm actually 10 times better right now than what I was before.
She is even now described as a reality TV star, which was an apparent overnight transformation.
Ooh, money, 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 money. £100,000 could definitely change our life. So my mind's going, ooh, money, 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 money.
So far, come on guys, stay in your houses. And you know what, I'm just going to put it out there. You're being really ignorant, and I think your behaviour needs to really, really change, because you are affecting the lives of NHS workers who are separated from their children and their loved ones to fight this fight. You are putting them at risk, and it's so selfish.
Never been this ill in my life. Inside a COVID hospital where patients urge others to get the shot. Others had said this is an actor. Meet, ladies and gentlemen, Darren Howard, a male actor.
And critical care is not where Darren ever thought he would be. 28, healthy and fit. He didn't even get the vaccine because he thought he would be fine.
Didn't think I was ever going to catch it. I didn't really know anybody that close to me who had COVID. I just thought it was more of a worldwide thing than a local thing.
Ethnicity, Caucasian. Age range, 27 to 37. Height, 5'6". Weight, 84 kilogram. Hair color, brown. Eye color, blue. Build, medium.
Other people who've come in like yourself and said they were putting off getting vaccinated and come in seriously ill and then requiring admission to critical care.
And critical care is not where Darren ever thought he would be. 28, healthy and fit. He didn't even get the vaccine because he thought he would be fine.
Hi, my name is Dr. Pia Myers. I'm the director of the pediatric ER here at NCH. I'm here today to tell you what is happening in our community and our children of our community. I work as a clinician in the ER.
Do you? Let's just check it out. Oh, look. Yeah, sure. The picture checks out. Cool. Now, y'all know I don't stop just there. How many times has the site been updated, I wonder? Once? The day of? Now hold on. Wait a minute. What about this site? Y'all ain't ready for this. Oh! It's only been updated twice! The day before and 2 days after. I mean, if you're gonna use actors, at least get good ones.
To encourage safety. I'm getting all emotional here for a second. Okay. Oh, awesome. I'm getting all like, oh.
You're doing great.
Oy. I'm trying to encourage everybody to please take this Delta variant very seriously due to the transmissibility. It is incredibly contagious, and our children are getting sick. I can't do this.
She should get a golden raspberry for that performance.
And long-term recovery of COVID-19. I'm now joined by Kevin Mundy. He's here to bring us his personal story, his personal experience.
Hey, Kev.
With COVID-19. Kevin joins me from Vancouver today. Kevin, it is good to see you.
Yeah, he's thrilled.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I took a better shift on day 95.
Yeah,
for
day
the
95.
strength,
Yeah.
so I could start walking consistently, and day
Kevin
126.
Kevin Mundy. Kevin Mundy. Kevin Mundy. Is it that? Oh, it's the same one. Oh, wow. This is the Internet Movie Database here. Kevin Mundy was born October 29th, 1977 in Vancouver. He is well known for his work in Charm, The Arrangement, The Birthday Wish, and...
The couple who got stuck on a cruise liner at the start of the pandemic turned out to be an actor with actor-for-hire pages on the internet. This guy, another person sick in hospital, featured on ITV, turned out to be an actor. Actor-for-hire pages on the internet had appeared on reality TV shows. Another one on the BBC. Another ex-reality TV show person. And there's more. I can't remember them all. Many from staged events, protests. Recently, that stupid BBC show, what was it called? Unvaccinated. Some of the contestants turned out to be actors with actor-for-hire pages on the internet.
A TikTok creator has died from COVID-19 after urging people to get vaccinated in her final videos, which were filmed in her hospital bed. Alexandra Blankenbiller shared a video on August 15th with her 15,000 followers that stated, quote, "I don't have a lot of energy for talking, so I'm going to try to make this quick. I did not get vaccinated. I'm not anti-vax. I was just trying to do my research."
I got a Glock, oompa, doopity-doo-doo. I got a job and it's perfect for you. Oompa, loompa, doopity-doo-doo. I got a Glock and it's pointed at you. Oompa, loompa, doopity.
So, first of all, this is a common misconception. The vaccine is not a guarantee that you're not going to get COVID. Okay? The vaccine is a layer of protection for you. Wait a second. Wait a second. When? Wait a second. Wait a second. When?
What are you, COVID cleaner? COVID cleaner? Are you for real? The fuck? That's something out of fucking... Shut up, bruv. Do you really have to wear that? Do you really have to wear that? What are you doing? Why are you taking photos? You're not even doing... You're just doing that for paparazzi. Why are you doing this? You're not even cleaning.
Sorry, mate.
You're not even cleaning, you're just taking photos. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not even cleaning, what are you doing? Is this for the media? Is this for the media? Who are you? What are you doing? You're taking photos for the media. Why are you dressed like that? Why are you dressed like that? You're taking photos for the media. What? Helping! She's not doing nothing, get all here to make fear in people's heads. There ain't a pandemic. Take your mask off and all. Look, you're taking photos. You're not even doing it, but listen. All you're doing is taking photos. That is all you're doing is taking photos. Like, what are you doing? Now take it off. Now go around the corner and take another photo for the media. Go on. Work for the government. Fuck the government.
뭐하고 구원너도 қарасаңар тек ойнап атады, роль ойнап атады. Бұл тартып атады, ролик тартышып атады. Ой, неңдір айын дұрдым да. Тек адам өзілі келіп жатып алды азыршы. Андай деле тяжелый емес.
You're 100% certain that CBS News Corporation, National, staged a fake event. They faked the news. They faked the reality and broadcasted that to all of their audience last Friday.
Apparently, the news crew wanted more people in the line because they knew it was scheduled.
Well, we knew they were coming. We had no clue that we were going to have to, like, do fake patients.
Gotcha. And did she tell you guys, like, hey, you're not actually getting tested?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. Well, just to make it look busy for the news because they were right there.
That's crazy. Well, I didn't see you guys do the swab at all. I just saw you talking with them. And then I was talking with the other girl.
There were a couple of real patients, which made it worse. They probably just wanted it to look busy. It's my guess.
Check out this. I'm on Channel 4 News here on YouTube. New York coronavirus cases surge. Hospitals struggle to cope. Let's just skip ahead to the good part.
Full of them, and its 370 beds is being overrun by COVID-19.
The whole thing, every single bed is being overrun, being absolutely overrun with COVID-19 patients. That's what they're saying.
Saying he'd been forced to buy ventilators from China because it was like bidding on eBay to secure a...
There it is. That nurse is working on a dummy. Clearly a dummy. Ventilator shortage, overrun with COVID-19 patients, not enough ventilators. The governor's begging for the ventilators, even though he has stockpiles of them. Here, let's just watch this a few more times.
Bidding on eBay to secure enough in his own...
So there you see, there's a freeze frame of the dummy. Clearly a dummy, you can see. I mean, look at the hole in his neck. Look at the joint in his arm. Look at the fake hair. Here's a zoomed in picture. I mean, this is just unreal. This is for real, guys. This is for real. Take this real seriously. I hope you do take this real seriously. If there's anything you take from this, I hope that you take the reality of the situation seriously, that there is some serious fakery going on.
She says, I just called this hospital. They checked twice, and there is no Dr. Colleen Smith that works there. Critical care patients are in gowns, not shoes. She continues and says, this is a flat-out lie. And then she's responding, of course, to the New York Times, or to this tweet from Tim Hogan, communications director for Amy Klobuchar, I guess. At least he's claiming that. But he's a blue check mark on Twitter. Now, at New York Times has video from hospital in Elmhurst, Queens. It is horrifying. We had to get a refrigerated truck to store the bodies of patients who are dying. You see that? That's a quote from this video. And then, quote, 5 ventilators. There's a mythical 100 ventilators out there that we haven't seen. So this is like talking points from the governor there, exactly, in the fake news talking points.
In this room, all the feet that you see, they all have COVID. The frustrating thing about all of this is it really just feels like it's too little too late. Like we knew it was coming. 5 ventilators. Oh my God.
We now have these 5 vents. We probably, unless people die, I suspect we'll be back to needing to beg for ventilators again in another day or 2. There's a mythical 100 vents out there, which we haven't seen.
This is the main hospital in Bergamo, in Lombardy province. It's one of the most advanced hospitals in Europe. But it's the most hard-hit of all the hospitals.
Now what you're seeing here is literally a video that was released out of Italy 2 days before CBS did theirs. And this is the hospital in Italy. And now CBS is claiming that this is the hospital in New York. And they're claiming it's their epic center.
I can't stop laughing. Have a look at these idiots. The guy, the guard, a rifle at the front, and 2 other idiots pushing this guy. Supposedly his name is Rigor Mortis. The guy it's a stiff, it's a dummy, and they're making out it's a real person.
Commonly aired on mainstream bulletins. Nightly news shows just a few cases of what happened next after mainstream cameras ended their reports.
It shows people putting on, fake wounds. It shows there's some guys there. Look, there's their head wounds. Peace, everybody. We're doing the right thing. We're creating fake propaganda. I mean, it's not even real atrocities. So they're there lined up. There was another video. It shows some guy kicking his leg and with a fake blood wound. Here's a guy who wakes up from his funeral. Watch this. They're reading. Oh, there. Oh, wait. There. Oh, he's awake. He's not even really dead. And so, I mean, this is just crazy what goes on. There was another video that was shot of a supposed massacre, and it cuts. You don't see the whole thing. When you go to the Al Jazeera footage, it shows real quick clips of a guy kicking his leg, and he's got blood coming out, which turned out to be fake blood.
The so-called activists behind the fakes are by far the most popular source, despite them never being verified and regularly disproved as fabrications to justify more NATO arms.
The guy you see here is about to be interviewed by an ABC News guy. His name's Louis Barbano, supposedly a witness at the Pulse nightclub. We're going to show you how this guy's an actor.
Eyewitness now, Louis Bourbano, is also with us right now. Louis, you were inside the club as well?
Yes, George. I was inside one of the main bars in the front when you turn in at first, towards the end, cashing out around 2:05, no later than that.
So here he is, Louis Bourbano on IMDb, an actor. But why I'm bringing this up here, this is a screenshot he took of his credits. And lo and behold, it's got Spirit of Orlando shooting up a short video, club patron. Why is that there?
First things first, I'ma say
Let's take a look at this guy here, Christopher Hansen. This is his audition tape, I guess, for the show Dance Your Ass Off Season 2. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Christopher Hansen. I'm 25 years old, and I'm looking to dance your ass off. I'm ambitious, competitive, outgoing, hardworking. Basically, I'm a workaholic. I will dance my ass off until there's no other...
All right, so you're going to throw up if I keep playing too much of that. So here he is, and some film-related imagery here, casting. Here's Film Festival. It appears he's an actor, a failed actor back home. That's not surprising. That's not shocking. So here he is.
I was talking about this particular news segment from Sky News, and I said how it looked very contrived, it looked very fake, it looked deliberately staged, with panning shots and a woman scrolling mournfully through houses on her Black Mirror scrying device. Well, it turns out that people have found out that that woman in that news segment actually is an actress. Her name is Rebecca Hutton. Her name was mentioned in the Sky News segment. And yeah, it turns out she's been in quite a few things. Poldark, Doc Martin, BBC shows, quite a long CV. Listed here on Mandy Acting Profiles, the talent manager website on Facebook. She's listed as an actor, as you can see here.
Look at the About section. Our specially trained professional role-play actors and internationally accredited film crews bring realistic, informed crisis management and disaster incidents to life. What's this? G4S? Isn't that the company Omar Mateen works for? Oh yeah, it is. So now we have a huge connection to a crisis acting company.
It's Orlando Massacre madman Omar Mateen working as a security guard for a documentary on the notorious 2010 BP oil spill.
At the Pulse nightclub was done by a Treasure Coast man. 29-year-old Omar Mateen lived and worshipped in Fort Pierce.
We're all stars now in the dope show. We're all stars now in the dope show. Lots of
The defense filed its motion after prosecutors revealed over the weekend the shooter's father was a confidential FBI informant up until the days before the massacre. Was a confidential FBI informant up until the days before the massacre. Up until the days before the massacre. Up until the days before the massacre.
Let's talk about ISIS and ISIL and the stand-up of that, okay? We saw videos of guys in orange jumpsuits being beheaded. We saw instance after instance, people being set on fire, people marched out on beaches. But then on John McCain's laptop, when he was in the Ukraine, his laptop was hacked and a video was pulled down that showed the use of a green screen and how they were making these videos. It was a wag the dog, okay? Now you look at this video, and it's right here, it's proof. It's still up on YouTube, which I'm shocked they haven't taken it down yet, but look at this video and just look at the green screen behind them, look at the orange jumpsuits, look at all of the props and the lighting and the director, film directors, everything that's behind it. It's all an illusion.
Hey, all you Sandy Hook truthers. Now, I thought to myself, that's interesting. This guy, at least here, appears to be African American or of some sort of ethnic descent similar to. And as far as I recalled, I don't remember anyone who they say died at Sandy Hook being African. It just kind of caught my eye. And scroll down, it says Zulma Seen with her grandson Kevin Mark, 19, cries as she pays her respects to the shrine created under the school sign in Sandy Hook after yesterday's shooting. I decided to look up Kevin Mark. And what did I find when I looked up Kevin Mark? This is really, really interesting, actually. Okay, here's another photo of him. Notice the big gauged ears. Look what I found. So look, actor Kevin Mark. That's interesting. He's an actor. There's some more photos of him. Let's just pull this up nice and big. Oh, look at that. Imagine that. That's the same person, and they're an actor. Septum piercing, nose ring, gauged ears. So then I dug around a little bit more, but what did I find? I found this post here. Anybody looking for actors? It's posted by Kevin Mark. It's posted on, look at that, December 9th, 2012. He posted, anybody looking for actors, voice actors, someone to interview, a rapper, contact me 5 days before Sandy Hook. Someone to interview. Interesting. This person responded, me and my friend's production company are working on a feature film on a virus outbreak. The script is almost finished. It'll be a fun project if you want to be part of it. He said, so I am willing to do anything. I did a little bit more research here. And what did I find? But I found his Facebook page. I found it really interesting that just a few days ago, he posted a trailer. Look at this. How fucking satanic can you get? How much more blatantly satanic and evil can you possibly get?
Dr. Roller, on whose sole claim the BBC sends napalm chemical weapons allegations around the world, is actually the daughter of Syrian rebel Musa al-Qadi. The parallel to the Gulf War and nurse Naira is stunning. Congressman said the nurse's tearful testimony that Iraqis were killing children swung their vote in favor of war.
Took the incubators and left the children to die on the cold floor.
Nurse Naira became the mainstream's darling, but once the vote had safely passed, she admitted inventing the whole thing and was actually the daughter of the Kuwaiti ambassador to Washington, lying to get the public to back war.
Sadly, my sister lost 4 of her friends. It's so many other friends. However, my sister, who's a freshman here, she had 2 of her best friends die. And the amount of deaths that I've had to deal with my sister having 3 of her best friends die. Sadly, and then my sister she's a freshman, and she had 2 of her best friends die.
What the hell did you just say?
No, look, a lot of people are trying to take us down quickly. They're trying to discredit us. They're trying to say, we don't know what we're talking about. Well, until you've been on the receiving end of...
called you actors.
Well, I am an actor, actually. I'm in Spring Awakening right now at the Barclay Performing Arts Center. It's a great show. What I'm saying is, you could say that we don't know what we're talking about because we're 17 years old.
Adam Gadon, the so-called American Al-Qaeda who proclaimed himself the media maven, if you will, for Al-Qaeda and was helping to produce a lot of these so-called Al-Qaeda videos that were all over the internet that made Al-Qaeda look really bad and made the Muslims look bad.
Should you fail to comply in full, we will deem it sufficient justification to continue to fight and kill Americans.
Come to find out, Adam Gadon's real name was Adam Perlman. And not only was he, in fact, Jewish, he was the grandson of a member of the board of the Anti-Defamation League. And if you've been following the history of the Anti-Defamation League, you will find out they've been very much involved in covertly supporting a lot of these so-called American Nazi movements. And so anyway, we have Adam Perlman, and he's been going around saying, I'm Al-Qaeda, I'm Al-Qaeda, see, I got a turban on my head, I'm a terrible Muslim. Gotta hate me, gotta be afraid of me.
But also reusing identities. For instance, you had here, if you look at that encircled photo, that is one of the victims, alleged victims in Las Vegas. And then the very same guy, the very same photo is being used as a man that is being reported for as wanted in Connellsville, Pennsylvania, for sexual assault.
This young woman being interviewed by a CNN guy who just happens to be there within minutes. There she is, just relaxing with 2 friends. Well, we've heard about having crisis actors playing parts in 2 different events, but have we ever seen a crisis actor playing 2 parts in the same event? You're going to see it now, folks. This is the big bust.
Back to Michigan.
So, as you just heard, Brooke, just like this young lady here, there are several
check what happens
other
here.
families that are essentially stranded as Fort Lauderdale Airport has closed down operations. We're going to keep getting more information and bring it to you as soon as we...
Let's show it again. All of a sudden, the woman gets up. They've done their crisis acting interview. They're off. Where are they off to? You got to wonder. I'll show it one more time. They get up as soon as this guy stops talking to them. No need to sit there anymore because they're off to another area. Have a look at this. There she is again. It's her with a cap and a vest on. It's the same woman. There she is. She's got the black top. You can see the M for Michigan in yellow as we go back here. There it is. You can see the black top slide. You can see the M there in yellow. There it is. Same woman. She's playing two roles. They put a cap and a vest on and interviewed her elsewhere. You have got to be joking.
To the ground and started crawling across the ground really quickly.
Nick Pugh was right there at the Terminal 3 checkpoint line.
I went out an emergency exit and ran down onto the tarmac. Running across tarmac, the cops come to me. Dude, I live on the 43rd floor of a building which is 5 blocks from the World Trade Center itself. I witnessed the entire thing from beginning to end. Everybody dropped to the ground and started crawling across the ground really quickly. I was watching with my roommate. It was approximately several minutes after the first plane had hit. I saw this plane come out of nowhere and just ream right into the side of the Twin Tower, exploding through the other side. I went out an emergency exit and ran down onto the tarmac. Running across tarmac, the cops come to me. And then I witnessed both towers collapse, thinking I'm maybe the guy hands up, down on the ground, handcuffed. And I was left there on the ground for 10 minutes.
A freelancer for Fox.
CBS 2's Andrea Fujii is live in Redondo Beach. Andrea.
Well, Pat, this argument was all about a boogie board that was placed on top of a trash can, just like this. It was all caught on video, and tonight that lifeguard is under review.
Don't take this the wrong way, but can you go away?
David Hogg says his 17-year-old friend put his boogie board on this beach trash can. When a lifeguard asked him to move it, he did. But then the situation took a turn.
He said, I didn't know it was a crime to put your board on the trash can. Because he just didn't want it to get sandy.
That's when David says the lifeguard approached, and he started recording.
We clear?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not your parent.
No, you're not, so why don't you off?
I don't know you.
I don't
You've
either.
never been down here, so don't think you're going to come down here and lip me.
David posted the video on YouTube, and in just a couple of days has gone viral.
Because we had a fire alarm earlier that day, and that was a drill, so we thought this was a drill too, just another one. Because we have a lot of fire alarms, a lot of fire drills at the school. After we heard the first gunshot, we initially thought it was a drill. Actually, that was a bad choice.
It's okay, you're fine.
Actually, that was a bad choice because the janitor... Sorry.
It's okay. You're fine, David. You're fine.
Honestly, when I was going out, I was kind of in... I wasn't... Hold on.
It's okay.
When I was going out, I was in shock.
Yeah, saying I don't know how to put this in perspective. It's okay.
So most of my friends that made it out, one of them went into a bathroom in the same, I believe, in the same hallway as the shooter. Oh, hold on. One of them went into the same bathroom, I believe, as the hallway shooter.
By now, certainly, we've all seen the photos of Carlos Arredondo pushing an injured Jeff Bowman away from the scene of the bombings.
News Center 5's Mary Saladna spoke with the man who has become a symbol of the heroism that followed the attacks.
And in a way, that cowboy hat played a role. As a young man in Costa Rica, Arredondo was a volunteer firefighter, spent a lot of time at rodeos, rescuing injured bull riders from the ring.
On August 25, 2004, Carlos was outside his home in Hollywood, Florida, when 3 Marines arrived to inform him that his son Alexander had been killed in Iraq. Carlos literally lost it and torched the van the Marines arrived in, setting himself on fire by mistake as well.
Actually goes into the garage, picks up a can of gasoline and or a propane tank, runs towards the vehicle, smashes the vehicle window, and sets the U.S. governmental vehicle on fire.
In his agony and rage, he set a van on fire and received help through counsel.
Suddenly, the BBC says it was filming a small rural hospital, and a game-changing atrocity happens right there, the moment they were filming.
Last month, we were filming the doctors working at this hospital when victims of an incendiary bomb attack on a school playground started pouring in.
Absolute chaos and carnage here. It must be some sort of napalm.
But a highly skeptical public stayed hostile to military intervention. Exactly 1 month later, the leaders are trying to pin a chemical weapons attack on Syria without success. The BBC airs exactly the same footage but digitally alters the word napalm for, quote, chemical weapons, hoping no one will notice.
Absolute chaos and carnage here. It must be some sort of chemical weapon.
Not only did folks notice, but it unleashed a massive public investigation, which made some extremely disturbing findings.
This is the total fabrication. From beginning to end of an atrocity with BBC reporter Ian Pannell standing amidst a tableau of very bad actors. This is completely beyond the pale.
This audio analysis by media investigator Robin Upton shows both versions are identical and from the same speech. The BBC then digitally altered the words from napalm to chemical weapon, the exact justification NATO was finding difficult to prove. That game-changing allegation was made by 2 doctors that had travelled with the BBC, who claimed the number of sudden casualties is, quote, overwhelming. What kind of doctor, notes media investigator Robert Stewart, gives interviews when she is surrounded by supposedly seriously burned and dying teenagers?
Get anyone who isn't a patient out of here.
When a nurse does finally start to help, her order to get anyone who isn't a patient out of here doesn't apply to the cameramen.
Are these protesters paid, or what do you make of this?
No, I don't think the protesters are paid.
I guess that would be another example of, as you say, fake news.
Were there a few people who probably got paid to call Senator Gardner's office? Probably.
There are certain elements who are paid activists through Craigslist.
Fake news. Fake.
With the focus now shifting to the West Acres Mall later this week. And there could be some cash in it for you.
Now, I want to make something very clear. There have been valid reports of people being paid to protest in the past.
We don't want fake news.
Susie sadly reports these people may have been motivated by dollar signs.
Organizing works. And yes, they're not usually get paid to do.
But the thing is, whoever posted this is offering you a nice little chunk of change.
Appearances can be deceptive. Some of these people were paid to be here.
Some people are being paid to call.
Fake news.
Some places, officials attribute violence to what they call outside agitators.
The fact is these protests work.
Fake news, folks. A lot of fake.
If you're given the opportunity to protest and somebody will pay you to do it.
In the streets of Denver for the Women's March that Sunday, right? Were they all being paid? Were some of them being paid?
Authorities say professional agitators are wreaking havoc.
Some legends are told, sometimes the dust starts to go, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake.
line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda,